Hello everybody and welcome back to another livestream recap. I'm ImagineerDave, the host of this channel, and today I'll be taking you through livestreams 90 to 100 of the Create SMP series. As some of you might know, in this series we focus on making a giant realistic railway, so let's just dive into it and start at episode 91. In episode 91 we started working on the river near our future mining area. Before this episode we terraformed the area to fit the build a lot better, and it left us with this little area over here where we should finish the river for now. We also worked more on the actual design of the building in this episode, but I'll leave that for you to find out in the stream or later on in this recap. In episode 92 we finally got a fix for the schematic cannon / copycats bug, so we could finally build the water tower. The location was chosen beforehand to be right next to the river, and I think it's a great area since it's visible from everywhere around the yard and when you come into the yard. In 92 we also started building the first side of the tunnel towards York's base. The eventual idea is to decorate all railroads with tunnels, bridges, roads to give it more atmosphere inside of this world. In episode 93 it was time for something different. I decided to do a little mining session where I lit up a abandoned mineshaft. I like to light up as many areas as I can find, so maybe in the future I can build something like a mob farm. After we lit up a lot of dark spaces under the ground, we started expanding the copycat factory for the building of the mining area, which came in episode 94. So as I said, in 94 it was finally arriving, the new building of our mining area. But before we had to do that, we first had to clear off the building site to make a space for the building. In earlier streams we designed the mining building based on Baron 1898 from a theme park in the Netherlands. As some of you might know, my past has been in the Minecraft theme park scene and theme parks overall, so I figured this would be a cool reference to what I did in the past versus what I do right now. This mine would eventually function as the way into our dripstone farm, but also quite possibly the plant where we turn wood into coal. What fits better in your mind than a narrow gauge railway, right? In episode 95 I've decided to build a narrow gauge railway right next to the mine, which would eventually carry goods like coal over to our hump yard. The plans were also made in the last stream for the next thing in episode 96. That idea, the coal transfer hopper, came in episode 96. This building is meant to keep the coal in bulk storage from the narrow gauge railway, and then when normal gauge arrives, it will drop the coal into the wagons down below. Due to having modern train parts as a mod on the server, we can actually make the coal stack up in the hoppers and drop it onto the cars when it's needed. This is a little feature which is not yet released but sort of is, so maybe in the future you can do that too. After a really long while, it was time in episode 97 to add a building around our bulk storage area. This area has been changed before from giant vaults to a drawer storage system, but has always had the same function. The new building fits more in the style of the harbor, but that's simply our new way of building, I guess. And when the new station building will be added in episode 100, it will be a in-between building between the oldest and newest, so that's also quite cool, I guess. In episode 98 we started adding more roadways and preparing for the actual station building at episode 100. The first foundations were laid to get a reference of the building, and after that we started changing up the roads. Even though we already built some roads in 97, it was quite complex and I did want to make it a little bit simpler, I guess. Last but not least, before we dive into episode 100, we have episode 99, in which we did some more road building and started on the area in front of the station. The main trade road connects up the roads all the way from the zinc factory up till the road bridge over the river. So it's quite nice that all these areas are now connected by road. In front of the station we had a few parking spots next to the road and a little loop at the end. So eventually when we add more cars and things we can actually have them go about over there. And of course, in episode 100 we did a live stream to check out the world so far and included a video of the station building time-lapse. Finally, after 100 streams and over 350 hours of live streams, we have completed the station build. Be sure to check out Livestream 100 if you want an update on how everything in the world looks, because as I said before, we go around the whole world and we show everything basically. And that's it for this recap. As I've said many times before, thank you so much for watching and following along how I create this giant railway in Minecraft. It has been so much fun for me, and having you guys around makes it even better, of course. From here on out, we will definitely go on, so if you want to come by in a live stream, be sure to join over on the Discord so you can get notified when I'm live. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. This is ImagineerDave, signing off, and I will see you later. So, bye bye.